Got us a team 1 with Aridon. Oh, looking all fiery as a Retribution Paladin. We got Nasi in here with Ansik as a Debo. Stott? Yo, your name is gonna be kind of hard. Gert. Can you call him Gert? No, probably not. Tart. My man Tart. And we got ourselves General. Going to be going first as an Arms Warrior versus Team 2 with 36. Trend. We got ourselves Lich King. We got ourselves Seawork Ascute. And we got ourselves Void Form. How you doing, my man? I haven't seen you in a while. Which one is General again? General is number 5. Seawork Ascute is number 4. Jesus Christ. So hard. General, though, as an Arms Warrior, is going to have a little bit of a hard time. Versus a, oh my god, the lag. These guys are going some Super Saiyan things going on here. What is this? Actually, he's a Maga Orc. Trinkets out of the blind, expecting the big damage. Oh my god. Atherman just cinched that guy to a crisp. He can't even press the defensive fast enough. He had the right answer for that blind. He tricked that blind because he knew what was going to happen. That guy just popped. Yeah. Oh my god. He literally just cinched this man down. Aridon is going to be up next. He's charging at Atherman, trying to see if you can maybe avenge his fallen brethren or make a play. That's going to be a big damage coming out for Aridon, though. Atherman goes in for a bubble immediately, dude. He saw the damage. Was that even Execute Sentence? He might have actually bubbled the Execute Sentence. What was that? That was just balanced Paladin damage. That was Paladin damage. That's one thing the Paladins got in Shadowlands. Lots more damage. Even more damage. Can never have enough damage. It looks like Aridon still has lots of damage available. Big old Executor Sentence Wild Wings are up. Atherman does deny a lot of the damage from the Executor Sentence with Shield Avengers. Looks like Aridon is going to be shielding himself as well. Big shield pop onto Atho. Still in a really rough spot. Atho better have an answer here. Tries to go for as many self heals as possible, I think. And looks like he's just going to maybe go for a long range. Is going for Blades of Justice Judgments. What the hell did you just hit Aridon with? What did you just hit Aridon with? Just, I don't even understand. How? Okay. Looks like Athen knows someone we don't, because he just dropped down Aridon's health quite a bit. Big Executor Sentence hanging over his head with the final verdict as well. Does Atherman have it here? Aridon just trying to maintain his health as best as he can. Almost half of it gone in a single hammer. Does land a Hodge onto Atho. No response. I think it's going to be the end. Landing the swift auto attack at the last second. At this point, when you just burnt all your defenses against a Retribution Paladin, you just might as well hope and pray that for some reason it just falls asleep behind the keyboard and then no one just eliminates you. 36 is going to be up next on Team 2 as a monk. Get hit with a slow by Aridon off the bat. How's he going to do it? Monks? I feel like I don't see a lot of monks in PTR nowadays. Used to be everywhere, but I don't know if he got anything cheesy going on. Does he? Maybe? Looks like he's just chilling. Is it trying to lure him in? It looks like he is maybe trying to lure him in. Does hit him with an incap. Big bike to follow. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. Keep him against the wall. So he might be able to throw a bike at the guy and have it hit instantly. Big old chill events available for Aridon. Hodge onto 36. Just trying to continue letting the damage happen. 36 taking quite a number of damage. Executor Sentence Hammer hanging over their head. Does go for a port. Void of Racial is there. The one to teleport out. Does get a big old karma onto Aridon. Aridon bombed himself to remove the karma to make sure Shield of Avengers goes into 36. That man just got completely obliterated. Oh my god. I didn't even realize the bomb. It felt like such a sneaky play. Because I was just watching the monk to see if he will survive. And then it just dies. And then you see the paladin poking out with like thumbs up and a big old bob over his head, dude. Jesus. That was nutty. Oh my god. Aridon just blasting these guys out of here, man. Giving them a Team Rocket treatment, you know what I mean? There he goes, blasting them off again. Lich King gonna be on them though. Still playing the breath, dude. Still playing the breath as he goes to letting the dragons fly. Lich King really wants to be that guy to get the dot playstyle rolling for the dual wield. I don't know if that's the playstyle you want to be playing though. Like the breath is good, but it's just, I think it might be not that great in duel because you will want that runic power for self-heal. Gonna be Aaron getting gripped in, going back into the anti-magic zone. Lich King making sure to stay in the anti-magic zone for the full duration of the execute sentence. I think he's just done though. Does get himself a little bit of a Lichborn. Death Pact, doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Aridon taking him out. Wait, when you pop Lichborn, can a Paladin stun you with a Wake of Ashes? As a Death Knight, I feel like it's going to be kind of spooky, actually. That might be scary, because Death Knights actually might want to use Lichborn. There is a conduit that does give you a damage reduction with Lichborn. Imagine that as an actual defensive PvP. You just will screw yourself over a Paladin, dude. That might be rough. You might have to just wait until they use Wake of Ashes and then use it as a defensive. Otherwise, it's a free stun. Trent is going to be up next as a Demon Hunter on team 2. Goes in for a stun versus Aaron. Or Aridon. Metamorphosis rolling up as Trent is taking lots of damage. Needs to reverse it and do some damage back to Aridon. Hits him on the other stun. Having to walk out of the darkness, which is super unfortunate. Hydra Trent, I think there's nothing he could do. Absolutely nothing he could do about it. Is Void Form the last one left? The champion we need against this Paladin threat? The Athemans of the world? The Eridons of the world? The guys that are just blasting people to smithereens? I do wonder if Blizzard's gonna nerf this. Is this fair? I guess if Paladins don't have like utility, they don't have sustained damage outside of wings, I guess it will be only balanced to make them do this much damage on wings, right? I don't know, dude. It's just so weird. Looks like Void Form is gonna try to maybe get some dots under Aridon. I guess he did poke out for a second. But Void Form is just gonna have to wait out, man. That's another threat right here. Not only are we gonna be afraid of Paladins, we're also gonna be afraid of Shadow Priest, man. The Shadow Priest. These guys used to be the squishiest dudes in all of Battle for Azra, but now they're quite spooky. Getting the double dots onto Aridon, who is going to cleanse himself. He can cleanse himself of DPs. That is one advantage of a Paladin versus a Shadow Priest. DP is a plague. It is a disease. And Paladins have cleanse, which cleanses poisons and disease. So if you can time it right, if let's say Shadow Priest goes for one void or DP, second DP, if he doubles it up and if you cleanse it, all that damage, all that insanity that is saved up for it, gone. Big damage coming out for Aridon. Void Form not looking that good. Might need to disperse. Does go for a disperse. Still has the shape of a dragon with the execute status hanging over the dragon's head. But did have to disperse it just to stay mobile and stay alive. Does have the Void of Rachel so you can gain the distance. Is going to gain the max distance after Aridon burns a trinket, which might give Void Form opportunity here for some control. Aridon's Shield of Vengeance is going to pop as the Mindbender is going to drop behind him, behind the pillar. We're hitting the 7-minute mark, 15% dampener, boys, for Void Form. Is he going to be the man taking out Aridon? Aridon does have a bubble still. Shield of Vengeance about a minute. Wings in about what looks like a minute at this point. And Void Form still has everything but a Disperse. Does not have a Greater Fade. Does still have the Vampiric Embrace. Shadow Fiend should be down, but it looks like Shadow Fiend is still up for him, even though he just used it. So I guess there's certain UI elements that don't work yet, I would guess. But yeah. Unless he's playing Vision of Perfection and he gets random Void Form mobs to attack the Paladin. Which I guess is a possibility. Lands a stun onto Aridon. Is that going to be enough? Trying to get the Mind Flay damage to really do something. But Aridon is going to go behind the pillar and just try to battle the dots with some self-heals. Try to get the DP off of him with some self-heals. Void Form at some point will want to go into Void Form. Speaking about Void Form, he doesn't actually have that on his bar anywhere. Trying to land a Mind Control on Aridon. Does Mind Control him, walking him away from the pillar. Trying to keep him out in the open. Don't walk up to the other pillar too close. He's trying to see if he can keep him in the middle of all the pillars for as long as possible. Might hit him with a slow maybe. Nope, not gonna happen. Does drop DPs. Aridon better have a Dispel ready for him. Aridon better have the Dispel ready for those DPs. And I think what Form might need to do is save up a little bit of sanity. Drop a DP, let Aridon Dispel. Drop a double DP right after to really punish him. He might have to play those kind of mind games in there. Stun. Is Aridon finally pushing up? Is he going to retreat? Looks like the Paladin is going to stick. Looks like the Paladin has a bubble and wings and everything. Is going to be popping off everything. What from does have dispersed though? Does Aridon commit and execute a sentence into this then? Or does he choose not to? Because he could still. Void Form does have a Greater Fate. Try to see if he can run away from the Paladin. Mind Control to follow. Does trick it out of it immediately. And the silence hits him. Still has a lot of damage ready. No Word of Glory. I don't think. Well, actually, Void Form might be down here. Actually, is that going to be it? I think it's going to be all Aridon. It's taking out everybody. Void Form without a defensive left. 1v5, dude, from Aridon. 5-0. Back to back. Mad damage. How do you stop this man, dude? How do you stop this madman? I don't know if you can. Yeah, that is rough. That's actually rough, dude.